And we are live. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 552. Today is Wednesday, February 26th, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish. And we are here today. I have some great news stories for you today, starting with the top story. Finnish authorities have 15 million in seized Bitcoin but don't want to sell it. MoneyGram got another 11 million from Ripple to use as cross-border payments tech. Coinbase wallet adds short customizable addresses to simplify sending cryptos. CryptoKitties, creator and UFC, to launch tokenized MMA Tamagotchis. And last but not least, ex-Microsoft employee convicted of 18 felonies in digital currency schemes. So we have some great news stories for you today. However, the biggest news story or the biggest news for today is the price. Wow, a lot of people are not taking our advice and panicking over, a little bit of a price movement. For those of you who have been in crypto for a while, today is no different. So a very bloody day in the market. Prices have gone down. Bitcoin is at $8,728, down 7%. Ethereum at $222 is down 10%. Ripple at 23 cents is down 9%. B50 is down 14% as well. So for those of you who are in the market and sort of panicking, about the price, calm down for a second. This is natural. We had a big move up past 10,000. And of course, that can't be sustained unless you have some sort of pullback, which we have now. I see a lot of people calling for a bounce at the price it is now. If not, some people are calling for it to go back to 3K. Heard that before. So yes, let's get into some of the people jumping to the comments. Canadian official, what's going on? Blockchain Shuja, Cozy Hosey. Oh yeah, Josie. Oh yes, glad to have you in here. Trek, what's going on, brother? Mr. Gibson, Torrance J playlist. It's over, bro. Bitcoin RIP. Yeah, if I had a Bitcoin for every time I heard that, Bitcoin would never. It's history. People have counted it off because of price. In fact, when I tell people about Bitcoin today, a lot of people are like, I heard of it already, but I thought it died. I thought it went away. And that is the power of media, people. That is why outlets like us and other people are great for education, because media, they're liars. They just lie. It's nothing else. There's no way to sugarcoat that. So stop listening to them and listen to more accomplished people in the space, such as myself and others. Shout out to Crypto Blood and all the other shows doing their thing. What's going on, Tommy Brown, Ryan Cooper? Let's see. Oi, mate, say your opinion on Monero. Love it. Great for privacy. Let's see. Cornelius Brodnar. Everybody's starting to roll in now. Also, shout out to everybody on Facebook as well. Jason Young, Ryan Cooper, a few more names that popped in there. So let's get into our first news story of the day. Finnish customs agency have 15 million in seized Bitcoin, but don't want to sell it. So says here, Finnish customs, known locally as the Tully, have been trying to offload a total of 1,666 Bitcoin for several years, even drawing up a plan for a public auction, which if you didn't know, the U.S. has already auctioned off Bitcoins. Tim Draper, he bought 30,000 of them back in 2015, I want to say. So we have countries who have auctioned off Bitcoin. Us, other countries, I don't know why it's so hard for them. But the Tully confiscated the Bitcoin trove after the successful bust of an online dark market. At that time, Bitcoin was around $570. Now, Bitcoin is at around 9,000. So it's closer to about 15 million worth of profit. At its peak, if they would have sold it at Bitcoin's peak of 20,000, it would have been worth almost 33 million. The thing is, it's the government. They're slow. They slow to make decisions. They do not work together well. So it says here, it's they weren't the only government authority to decide what to do with confiscated Bitcoin, because whenever you confiscate it, if you say, hey, we're going to auction it off, who does the money go to? Does it go to Tully? Does it go to some other government agency? They don't know. They argue. They fight way more than regular people, and they can't figure it out. So it looks as though they're going to either have some trouble selling it, or they're going to have to find an auction house somewhere. Belgian authorities, they've sold crypto before, and also the Finnish government themselves barred customs officials from trying to sell seized Bitcoin on exchanges. So they have to do it either over the counter, or they have to try to sell it through auction, which should be, fairly easy. I mean, there's a lot of interest in the market right now. So we'll see if they get it together. But this story just proves the value that it has and how governments are looking to either sell for their own currency or they have Bitcoin stored. So if you're an individual and you don't have Bitcoin, you are literally leaving yourself behind. I mean, there's no other way to put it. If your own government is doing it, and most people, they lay down everything for what their government tells them to do. Well, if you want to listen again, buy Bitcoin. Very simple. So moving forward, MoneyGram. They got another 11 million from Ripple to use as cross-border payments tech. Ripple, as you know, is not a cryptocurrency. They are a payments system where they can use Ripple for banks. That is what this is for. So after MoneyGram, they gave them $11 million, but it started with 2.4 million in quarter three, an additional 9 million in quarter four, and MoneyGram says here it was not included in its revenue, so it instead accounted for a contra expense. So they got to put that on the books. And previously, MoneyGram disclosed and utilized Ripple products, including on-demand liquidity that runs on XRP. One of the best things about this news is, Ripple, people hate on it. People don't like it. I don't really like it. But what it says to me is that our industry is being taken serious, and that other slower methods of payment, MoneyGram, what's the Western Union, their business model is broken. They are basically admitting that by accepting money from Ripple and trying their cross-border payment system. So shout out to MoneyGram and Ripple for their partnership. However, I feel like those technologies are going away, and I tend to think people agree with it. So let's jump back into the comments. Let's see what we got. Ryan Cooper, what's going on, brother? P-Man Van, Harold George, exactly. Buying opportunity. For those of you who are watching this news right now, for those of you who are watching the prices, this is an excellent time to dollar cost average. If you're looking at it and panicking, you're doing it wrong. I honestly panic when the price goes up, not because I'm scared, but because of the reaction to it and how people will sort of FOMO into the price, fear of missing out. So I hope more people are buying when there's blood in the streets. People buy when there's blood in the streets. That's the only thing from Warren Buffett I really listen to. Let's see. PFC Wells, let's see. Those should be considered tainted cryptos. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if those Bitcoins are auctioned off, whatever address those Bitcoins go to, I'm pretty sure somebody will put them on some sort of blacklist or say, hey, these are from the Finnish government. Who knows? Because if they move from there to somewhere else, they can track it easily. Let's see. Ryan Cooper, yep, dollar cost averaging. And P-Man Van saying, wish I had more money. Absolutely. Shout out to Kay on Facebook. Crypto news around the world. Let's get it. Apps cryptos. Oh, yeah. So Coinbase wallet can now send cryptocurrencies to short, human-friendly addresses, as well as ones using something called the Ethereum name service. Ethereum is another cryptocurrency, as you know, the naming service where you can actually put a short, small name to a .eth address. This is very user-friendly because the 16-digit wallet addresses usually, for some people, scare them off. It's nothing more than a copy and paste. But for some people, they're like, okay, what am I sending this to? What is 123 dB? Who knows what it is? So when you can simplify it, make it user friendly, put real names with it, then you can start to have that user adoption, onboarding. And we know Coinbase is looking to be more of a crypto bank, so this works out well for them and their customers. So states here, to be clear, the short usernames, they don't replace the addresses, but they are a user-friendly representative that sits on top. So nobody has actually replaced the naming facility in their Coinbase wallets. However, you can send those cryptocurrencies using the associated username rather than the full wallet address. So good to see there, easy to use, good for children who want to send cryptocurrencies, or younger people, or less people who are less knowledgeable in the market. Very easy to send it to your friend. It's like sending an email. Very, very simple. So moving forward, some more great news today. CryptoKitties creator and UFC to launch tokenized MMA Tamagotchis. Oh yeah, shout out to them. I want to give them a good hand clap, simply because if you remember Tamagotchis, how big they were back in the day. Everybody had one. It was on a keychain. You were feeding your little kitten, and some people's Tamagotchi died, whatever. So it was a fun time back when technology wasn't as advanced, but now they're bringing it back. According to a press release on February 25th, Dapper Labs, the company behind CryptoKitties, will see the development of a new digital experience for UFC fans, including the opportunities to own, maintain, and trade UFC branded collectibles. So if you have a collectible of, let's say you have a collectible of a fighter, John Jones, so to say, and he wins a big fight, and your digital collectible that you have becomes more valuable because people are saying, I want it now. I want this digital collectible that I can pass on for one of the greatest fighters ever. that value can increase, and over time you can sell it. You can also store it for later. So this partnership came about following the introduction from Endeavor, which is a Dapper Labs investor. And they said the UFC is open to new technology projects and interested in deepening fan relationships. I do have an MMA fighter friend who is about to start fighting UFC fights. I've been asked by him for sponsorship. I've seen Litecoin sponsorship. I've seen a lot of different cryptos looking to get sponsorship. I think CryptoCoin is trying as well in the sports arena. But UFC is they're pretty receptive to the cryptocurrency world. They're sort of, the renegades of the sport industry, and cryptocurrency people are sort of the renegades of the financial industry. So a lot of synergy there, and I think it will work well together because UFC, I remember UFC 1, or whatever it was back in the day with Chuck Liddell and all of the originals, it's grown into a household name, and I think crypto can do the same thing. So great partnership here. Glad to see these types of collectibles are getting picked up. So let's see who else we got in the chat here. Adrian Harrison, Zenra Shu. What's going on? I love that name. Come on in. Glad to have you here. Let's see who else we got in the chat. Any messages here? Corey Tate, B-Chain. Haven't checked it out in a while. Only focused on a couple cryptos right now, but got to do a lot more research. Let's see. Crypto Q made it late. Yeah, we're on our last story. It's all good, though. You can always watch the playback. And let's see. Zen Ray Shu, you got iced up quick after the Twitter shout. No, it's funny. Actually, I don't really wear jewelry like that because when I do the show, I haven't went out into the world and done anything. However, I had to run a bunch of errands this morning, so this is me actually dressed. But yeah, I don't wear jewelry like that anyway. Just a little gift to myself from this is very old, but shout out to you for that. Let's see, Brian Cooper vet. One belt, one road. Yeah, you have to give me more on that. Let's see. Cryptonomics. Be careful, bro. YouTube is taking crypto channels down again. FYI. We've seen that. This is the second time. So this second go around we've seen this, and our channel hasn't been taken down. So we're going to keep pushing forward. If there is any pushback from YouTube, I'll call Jack and see if he can talk to some people at Google and see if they can get me off. So I don't know. We'll see. Love the support, and like you said before, we're gonna keep going until they ban us. We going to the world blow. Fuck it. So let's see. Ex-Microsoft employee convicted of 18 felonies in digital currency scheme. Oh man. So a former employee at Microsoft has been found guilty of 18 federal felonies in connection with a complex scheme to embezzle 10 million using cryptocurrency. Man, woo! This man, a 25-year-old Ukrainian national, Vladimir Vashuk, worked as a full-time software engineer. He started in August 2016, and he was fired in 2018 because of this. So let's get into the complexity of this conviction. Let's see. So he hid behind accounts tied to his fellow employees, resorted to extensive fraud, and he did crypto mixing services to cover his tracks. Apparently, he didn't do it good enough because he has 5 counts of wire fraud, 6 counts of money laundering, 2 counts of aggravated identity theft, 2 counts of filing false tax returns, 1 count of mail fraud each. Jesus Christ. Access device fraud and access to a protected computer and furtherance of fraud. So he has a bunch of charges against him, and he was testing Microsoft's online retail sales platform. So he had turned these small amounts. He got greedy. He had like 12,000, and then he got greedy. And then over a 7-month period, roughly 2.8 million in Bitcoin was transferred into his account. He used the ill-gotten proceeds to buy luxury goods. How many times does this happen? We see somebody in the Bitcoin industry, they have $10 million worth of laundered money, and then they go out and buy a Lamborghini or a big house. Like, they're going to ask where that money came from. So he falsified tax return forms, said he received the Bitcoin as a gift from the family. And like I said before, the U.S. court said it was a crime of greed. Like I said, he made $12,000 the first time. For most people, that'd be enough to just be like, hey, that's a good leg up to get started, and I'm out. This dude is facing 20 years, however, because of that. And honestly, people like this, you're gonna have to pay up, brother, whether with your life or with your money. So let's see, who do we have in the chat here? Cryptonomics, Chico Crypto hit, Kraken Crypto hit. Oh, some YouTube channels. Yeah, I've seen them. I follow. I don't want to say all, but I follow pretty much all YouTube people in crypto. And yeah, it's sad to see some people getting kicked off. Let's see, Corey Tate. Wow, Chico Crypto channel. Yep, he's down as well. Got to move to favela in Brazil and live looking broke. Yeah, I mean, that's how I look most days. Let's see. Wife says no. Zion coin, like Zion Williamson. Maybe. Maybe he could get some sort of token behind him based on his work in the league. To me, the best rookie since LeBron. So what I'm gonna do here, finishing up the show. In the chat, I am posting 3 different articles that have been written in the past few days concerning Bitcoin in Black America. Once again, if you don't have the book, go ahead and get your copy. If you do have it, once again, thank you for the support. These articles are or were written in the past 2 days by different publications, just outlining, some of the things from the book, as well as some of the things Jack tweeted about. So yes, great articles being posted here. Like I said before, I'm about to post them all here for you all. So you all can see, and make sure you read these articles, leave some comments, let us know what you think. I've honestly been on the road too much lately to respond to everybody, but respond to the publications that are publishing the book, publishing stories about myself, and they'll look to write more. Interview coming with Moguldom. We are setting that up now, and their article is here as well. So let me drop that in there for you all. Let's see. Make sure to join. Let's see what else. Metronome Telegram group. We are getting a lot of great things going in there. Like I said, the most exciting project since Bitcoin to me. And we get this article pulled up. Here we go. All right. So for those of you watching, thank you all. I appreciate it. All the support going forward, and we're gonna keep pushing, keep working, not stopping anytime soon. Thank you all. Let's see. Mr. Ziv, is book useful for outside USA? Absolutely. It has a whole chapter called International Relations, and it says if you apply the same things that I've been telling the Black community to do with Bitcoin, you can do it in your own community, whether it's racial, whether it's your status, or your group community, proximity. No matter what, you can use Bitcoin to help you and yours. So yes, it applies to everybody across the board. And I believe everybody can learn from it. So go ahead and get your copy today, and make sure, like you said, CryptoQ, post these on Facebook, share these links, copy and paste them. Like I said, get these links out so people can read. Definitely doing it the organic way. For those of you who have been following, we don't have anybody behind us. We don't have any sponsors. We don't have bots. We don't have advanced SEO. Straight organic, coming to the people. I like to meet people in person, shake hands. And we're going to get it popping. So, yes, thank you all for watching, and happy hump day. See you all tomorrow. Cheers.